Hey everyone, welcome to my race day vlog for the 7.3 Best in the West Triathlon in Sweet Home, Oregon. I won overall, beating 3 other pro triathletes. In this video, I'll take you through the days leading up to the race, sharing the highs and lows of my preparation, from intense training session to last minute adjustments, and finally an exciting race recap. You won't want to miss the behind the scenes action and the thrilling race day moments. Stay tuned. 2 days out from the race, walking to the pool. Also have my wetsuit that I'm gonna try on, and we're just gonna swim 2,000 yards today. Just get a feel for the water with some race pace and start from there. For today's swim session, it's 30 minutes and I'm starting out by putting on a wetsuit. I love getting that feeling of putting on my race suit, so I get used to that immobility I have with this wetsuit for my shoulders. It's just a little bit of change of your technique when I'm swimming with the wetsuit. I just want to get used to it. Rachel is also here testing out her wetsuit, and we're going to have the same swim set today. This set is one of my favorite race prep sets. Do a little bit of warm up, and the main set is 8x100. You descend 1 to 4, so start out easy on number 1 and descend to your race pace by number 4. Then you hold that race pace for hundreds 5 through 8. I do this on a 110 interval, so it gives me around 10 to 15 seconds of rest. I ended up going 58th average for these 100 race pace, and this is in a 25 short course yards. Felt easy, felt smooth, and then it was time to practice taking it off. How was it?
It got better. It definitely loosened up a bit and I got more comfortable.
This left leg.
Yeah, the legs for you always get kind of stuck, bunched up.
One thing that is very frustrating before the race is getting my race bike set up. Triathlon and TT bikes are so complicated, and I'm usually the one doing my own maintenance. Sometimes I do take it to the bike shop to get it maintained, but I've learned some skills here and there throughout my triathlon journey that I am able to do some stuff on my own. So in this case, I needed to swap out my 2 wheels and also swap out one of the brake rotors onto my race wheel. And on top of that, put sealant in both wheels because these are tubeless and I haven't put sealant in more than 6 months. So I think they are due for new sealant in the tires. I ended up just doing it for the front because I know it's a pain to do it on my disc wheel based on how the valve is located. So I just skipped the disc brake and hope for the best. It's 9 p.m. Got my bike all set up. Time to go to bed, but that took like 20 minutes to get it all set up and race ready. I think what I'm going to do is start with a bike ride so I can ride this setup comfortably without rush hour traffic, and then do my run and swim so I get that out of the way so I can go fast on the road. So today's done, 2 days out, gotta get a good night's sleep and early wake up for tomorrow. One thing I'm doing differently today for taper is I'm doing a 90-minute spin, including a mini workout of 3x5 minute at tempo, so that's around 265 watts, and then 4x2.5 minutes at sweet spot to threshold, so that's about 300 watts for me. 5-minute rest in between, and it's almost like a workout. I've never really done something like this the day before a race, so my coach and I are just testing this out, see if I need a little more volume during race week to race well. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I feel good. It's not like I'm pushing a perceived effort of 9 or 10. It's It's like a good 7 for me for this workout. Just got done with the workout and gonna spin back home. Hi. Hi. Hey. Oh, I miss you too. I miss you too. Oh. April's pre-race breakfast. Okay. Off the roll. My pre-race breakfast: oatmeal, honey, and some berries. And currently 3 eggs with egg whites. Plus, I think I'm going to have a little bit more carbs, so maybe 2 of these. Home from a run. Good 3.4 miles, 30 minutes. And going to start getting some carbs, more carbs. 1 scoop of this raw nutrition is 25 grams of carbs. So I'm gonna take in 100 grams of carbs right now and get in some protein, hydrated, well fueled for tomorrow's race. So carbs, gonna eat some bread and maybe make some pasta for lunch. Gonna take a nap since I got up at 5 this morning to do this bike. It's getting hot, so I'm glad I did my workouts earlier. All I have left is a 20-minute swim I'm going to do this afternoon before my 4-hour work shift at my job. Just got back from the swim and that went well. So I did a run, swim in the afternoon, took a nap, had an athlete call for triathlon coaching. Now it's time to go coaching, swim coaching from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Not the ideal before a race, but this is not like an A race. So gonna be 4 hours standing on the pool deck yelling at little kids to swim faster. But I love this. It's something that I'm able to share my knowledge to the next generation and inspire the kids. A little bit tired, but just gotta keep drinking water and eating food. I don't feel good at all. To be honest, I'm pretty tired. But I just have to get all my stuff ready. My race shoes, all my nutrition, my bottles. Yeah, I'm pretty tired. Just took April on a walk, her final walk, and yeah, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow, bright and early morning. Race day started at 3:30 a.m. Josh was kind enough to drive, so he picked me up at 4:15, and we were 1 hour 45 minutes drive to the race. I was so thankful he was driving because I ended up sleeping about an hour in the car. We had some time to chill, met up with Evan and Ari. Look who we have.
No, I'm black hat. I'm a black hat today.
And started setting up and getting ready for our race.
Yeah, when I did Ironman Marathon, he's like, you basically just have.
Yep.
Here we go.
23.
There we go. Michael Jordan's number.
Uh-huh.
Jordan.
The GOAT. All right, 30 minutes till the race.
I haven't done my hair, man. You can't put this on YouTube.
It's only 30 minutes to the race.
Yeah, I got to put my race kit on. I got to warm up. I've only shit once, although I haven't had like any fiber, so there's not really much to get out. Yeah, season opener for me. All these other guys are several races into the season, so that's working against me, but feeling good.
Mid-season for us.
How are you, Evan?
Feeling as good as you can after a 2-hour drive down for a race. So I just really hope that this is a fun race and that I'm not off the bat getting destroyed all day. That's the goal. Don't get destroyed. How we feeling, Simon?
I think feeling pretty good. Got a run warm up. Bike's all set up. Ready for the swim. Ready to put 5-minute gap onto these people. A little tired in the car ride. I slept in Josh's car, so but I'm awake. What are you feeling?
I'm awake. Feeling good. Ready to kick this guy's butt out there.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe yours too. I don't know. We'll see. We're
deep into his EDM sound.
gonna have fun, man.
Yep.
Great weather.
Post race, just got home. It's been a long day. Just had a good time with friends, my teammates, and just meeting people at the race. What ended up happening is, yes, I did get first place. I got this nice little horseshoe at Best in the West. First of all, I just want to thank Blair and Stacy for setting up this amazing event. It was such a blast to be able to compete in that and race in Sweet Home, Oregon. Here's how the race went down. The first leg, swim. As expected, first out the water, 23 minutes. Ari was 4 minutes behind me in the swim. Josh and Evan, 5 minutes. Got on the bike, I felt extremely well. The first of 2 loops, I did push over 300 watts for more than an hour. Now that's an all-time power record for me. The one I did at Indian Wells did show 300 plus watts, but the power meter was not calibrated at that time. Pretty good power the first 90 minutes, and then I started dying down the second loop. It was unfortunate that Ari got a flat at mile 51. I think he was closing on me the last loop, and I do believe that if he had not got that flat, he would have outran me and won the race. But it's so unfortunate. And taking the win at Best in the West, it to me, it doesn't feel like a win. Well, it is a win, but yeah, something like a mechanical flat tire to someone, beating them by having that issue. It's not the best feeling, but you know, it is what it is, and I'll take this win. Put on my run shoes, went out for the run. Right at mile 1, my quads cramped up again. It seems to be happening at every race. So I had to stop, stretch a little. At one point when I stopped, I lifted my right foot to stretch my quad, and then my right hamstring just cramped up, and I almost fell to the ground. So it was a pretty bad cramp. So I had a salt bag. I walked, ran to the first aid station, stopped for a little bit, and took in like 1,000 milligrams of salt. And after like a couple minutes, I was fine. It was out and back several times. We saw each other 4 times. I was able to see the people behind me and who was catching up. So I was pushing it. I was like, okay, I think I can finish it. I think I can keep my lead. And my quads cramped up again. The last turnaround point, it was about less than a mile. So I saw Evan just coming up on me. I think at one point he was just 10 seconds back. This was like flashback to 70.3 Oceanside. And then there's this one little hill. It was very steep until we go downhill to the finish line. So I just ran up that hill, just pushed myself. My heart rate got above 180, and then I was just pushing. I was gonna throw up, I was gonna give up, but I didn't look back. I just kept going, ran down the hill, and held him off for I think 20 seconds. But that was a dogfight to get to that finish line. Super proud of Evan, Josh, Ari for competing, and without them, I probably wouldn't have pushed myself to that limit. I think that's probably one of the hardest things I've done running wise, pushing myself. So going to take a couple days to recover from this race and get back to training soon. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.